Chill Out Records.
What's up, my people? I hope you're having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, my dudes, 1 p.m. in the UK. We've got a crazy topic for you guys today, man. So, let's get started. I'm going to go straight into the topic, man, because this topic is freaking crazy. It's hot. I've done a lot of thinking about this, and I said, you know what, I got to talk about this because it has to be talked about. It's just one of those things that you just feel like it has to be mentioned, because I feel like it's a virus that is spreading into Kenya. We've seen it in the first world, and now it's spreading into Kenya, and I love Kenya, man. I got to support Kenya. I've also got a special guest that will be joining me today. I don't know if she will make it, but we'll see what happens. If she does, all well and good. If not, then well, oh well, too bad. Anyway, so the dating scene is what I'm going to be talking about today, guys. So I have enabled live chat, I think. Let me just double check that the live chat's working, so that when you guys drop a comment, it's here. It should pop up on my screen, I hope. Fingers crossed, if I have done everything correctly. Yes. Okay, good. So we're ready to go. Right. So let me just share my screen here and just look at some of these images and some of these profiles that I have managed to screenshot of these dating apps in Kenya. So, obviously I've blurred out the names, but all I want to do is I'm going to read these profiles. Okay. We're going to read them together, and then we will decide if this even makes any sense. Okay. Because look at it as you, as a man, you've worked your ass off to be the person that you are today. You've studied hard, you've built a career, you've saved up money, you've bought assets, you've accumulated wealth, you've done all this hard work, okay? Finally, after all these years. Because for men, it's totally different. When you are born, your value is at even below zero, actually, it's negative. So you have to build up your value for a man. For a woman, it's absolutely different, okay? Women, from the time that they turn 18, that value is at their peak. They're at their peak value at that point, right? So they're at their most desirable at that point. So it's completely opposite for men. Men, when you're born, an 18-year-old dude is completely worthless, completely useless. It's just a skinny, broke dude that has probably done some crazy, stupid stuff and is completely useless to society at that point, because he has no skills, he has no knowledge, he's got nothing, no assets, no money. So at that point, he's completely dead broke. So I this was a couple of years ago. I just joined this dating app, and I said, let's just give it a try. Let's look at some of these profiles and see what are the women asking for. Because when I saw these profiles and I read what they had written about me in the About Me section, and I was like, this doesn't even make any freaking sense to me. So let's go through this and see what some of these crazy women are talking about. Okay. Okay, so I will be having a caller coming in, but obviously, let me just check in with her 1 second here. Just join the meeting when you are ready. Okay, so let's carry on with this here. So let's look at this profile here for a second. Okay, she looks okay. I'd give her like a 5 out of 10. All right, let's look at the About Me here. Okay, So, about me, just appreciate me and be honest. Don't text me for casual meetings. So, in my head, when I read this, all I'm thinking is, oh, so you've already been through casual meetings. You've already done these casual hookups. And now you're tired of these things. And now is the time you want to settle down and, look for something serious, I guess you can say. It's like, oh, you've had your fun. Now let's just, take a step back and relax a little bit, and take things seriously. Just appreciate me and be honest. Don't text me for casual meetings because I'm not into that at all. Exhale the past and inhale the future, looking for something serious and long lasting. So, the previous relationships were not long lasting, I'm assuming at this point. Introvert, not into a party life. So she knows a party life exists, right? Not into a party life. I am a hopeless romantic and I always strive to believe in the good within everyone. I'm straightforward about my needs. So we've read all of this, but we've not heard the part where she says what she would do in the relationship. So what's going on here, guys? What's going on? All right. So a hopeless romantic and always strive to believe in the good within everyone. I'm straightforward about my needs and honest when I feel hurt. Is that really a true statement? From most of the interaction that I've had with women, they can't really tell you how they feel, and especially when they've hurt feelings or when you've done something that has hurt their feelings, they will never come out and just tell you. They will have all these tantrums and mood swings, but you as a man, you're supposed to guess what she is feeling. Okay? And if you do something wrong at that point, you're done. I'm looking for an equally positive partner who loves to try new experiences. Cha-ching. So you got to have the money, obviously, to try new experiences. These new experiences normally is something that she's never done, obviously. Probably even something that you've never done, but you're going to be paying for these new experiences. So get ready for that. Okay? Looking for an equally positive partner who loves to try new experiences and is a great and open communicator. I don't know about you guys, but what do you mean by great and open communicator? And I deserve to be happy. That line there. Oh man, that line there. That line was the one that just it really got me. At that point, I was like, "You deserve really? You deserve to be happy." I don't know about you, but the way I kind of look at a relationship is if you're not even happy being alone with yourself, why would you bring someone else in and expect them to make you happy? Why would you have these expectations? Why would you make people, put all this pressure on someone else to make you happy? You are responsible for your own happiness. I told this a million times to, like, even when I went back down to Kenya and I was talking to one of my friends, Ibra Star, by the way, I was just telling him, like, dude, don't expect that your wife is gonna like be there to make you like. Were you happy before? Did you build yourself in a position? Did you put yourself in a position that you're content with your life as a single person? Because remember, you come into this world alone. You start off. You've got your parents, yes, but you move out of that life. You build your community around your friends, family, and everything. But you're still living, and you've got your own path to follow. Have you found something that you're passionate about yourself that you want to do that makes you happy? Once you're at that state where, okay, yes, I'm happy, I love doing this, I'm passionate about this, ABC, then I can bring someone into my life. Most women, and I'm going to be very honest with you guys, most women think that a relationship, that having a man in their life is going to give them that happiness. And she's talking about, I deserve to be happy. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so that means when I get into a relationship with this woman, I would have to do everything in my power to make her happy because she's not happy herself at the moment. And what does that tell you? So, and how long do you think this will last? How long do you think you can keep doing the circus act for this woman to keep her smiling? Have you thought about that? For men, we're very simple. We only need women for three things. Okay, there's sex, obviously, there's companionship, and then there's children. These are the only three things that we need from a woman. It's as simple as that. Okay, I think we've got someone who's coming in. Let me see 1 second here. Okay, so no, not yet, not yet. Yeah, so I mean, these were just some of the things that I was just thinking about, and it's just something that you think about these things and you wonder, how would you why would you bring someone into your life when you've got problems you haven't sorted out yourself, you haven't figured out what you want to do in your life? Some women get into a relationship and they have no desire to be a wife, they have no desire to be a mother, but they want to get into a relationship just for the resources, just because a man can buy her stuff. I'll get into a relationship with this. Most women that contact me as well, they see, oh, he moved out of Kenya. He moved out of Kenya. Let me get in contact with this dude now because he's out of Kenya. He's now making a better lifestyle. He's living a better lifestyle. I want to live that lifestyle with him. So let me entertain him and tell him that I want to be in a relationship. But are you happy where you are right now? If the answer is no to that question, why are you getting into a relationship with someone? And I understand. Women are hypergamous. They always want to find something. They want to be with someone who is at a better level than them. It's just nature. There's nothing that we can do about it, and which is perfectly fine. If you're a woman and I say yes, of course, go for the best of the best if you can get it. But I mean, you also look at yourself, right? Look internally at yourself and say, am I really at that value? Do I really deserve that much? Because it's not even about being able to deserve something. It's about earning something. It's about, what can I bring to the table so that I make this man's life beneficial and I give him something in return for all the hard work that he's put in to provide me with the lifestyle that I couldn't provide for myself. So there are all these things that I have, all these questions. So I'm gonna hopefully try and see if I can get someone to join me on the call. And hold on a second, guys. Let me just mute this for a second. I just want to hear what she is saying. Let's go back to this. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, let's look at the next profile. Now, look at her, man. Like, she's leaning there on a car that's probably she doesn't even own. And they're off just showing us her, curves and all that kind of stuff. And now let's look at this. So she's 23 years old and she's working as a teacher. And her first statement on the profile is, I need a real man. So all the men that she's been with before were not real. So now it's like, I need a real one because all the other guys were fake. It's just madness. So I need a real man who will take me to dates. What? Dude, I'm not even making this up, man. I'm not even this is real. This is what most women want. I need a man who will take me on dates and make me feel like a real woman. What's all this thing about making you feel? I think, okay, actually, you know what? I think when I think about it, it is always about the feelings. It's never about logical reasoning with women. It's always about the feelings. Oh, I feel. Oh, it's always about how you make that woman feel. It's got nothing to do with how much money you've put in or how much effort you've done. It's all about the tingling feelings. Oh, the feelings are so good. Let me tell you guys something, man. I've talked to a lot of women. I've met with some women when I was back in Kenya as well. Once that tingling sensation goes, once that feeling, the good feeling goes, she's gone. Trust me 100%. You can put in all the effort. You can put in all the hard work to please the women. But once you stop giving them that feeling, that good feeling, that's it. They're out. It's like we say marriage is supposed to be through the good and the bad, through good, worse scenarios, whatever, through death to us part kind of stuff. But it's like anytime there's some problem or there's some argument or there's some kind of thing that leaves a woman with a bad feeling, she's out of that pic. She's out of the equation. So you just forget it. And now she's talking about taking me on dates. So she wants a real man who will take me to dates and make me feel like a real woman. That sentence does not make any sense. So when you're not with the real man, you don't feel like a real woman. What does that really mean exactly? And appreciate it. That's what I want. It's not even about needs anymore. It's like this is what I want. I demand this. I demand this because I look like this. I'd give her like a 5 out of 10. This is an average woman, but she wants to be treated like a freaking queen. Yet you probably don't even know. If you look at the nails, you know for a fact that this woman has never cooked in her life, probably has been on free meals almost every day. Asking for dates, going on dates with I don't know, I have no idea how many men. She does not look like someone who would even make you a sandwich. Forget about cooking anything for you, man. So I mean, this is just sad. It's just really sad. And this is now the scene that's happening in Kenya, man. This is what's happening in Kenya, man. All right, let's look at this guy. Let's look at this chick. This is a 23-year-old student, right? And we're talking about. So I'd still give her like a, maybe a 5.5 because at least she's not overweight. So that's good. So let's see. Let's see what the about me says. Fun and outgoing, love bowling, going to the movies, cooking, into serial killer horrors and zombie movies. Weekend brunch and cocktails are my type of thing. So she's a party girl and she's telling you up front that every weekend you better be taking me out on a cocktail party or we're going to have a problem. Uh, are my type of things. Love dressing up, obviously. So you best be buying her a lot of clothes, a lot of things, a lot of jewelry, a lot of everything. So going out on parties, buying her clothes, you got to do all of this, okay? All of this stuff for her. Okay? So she's telling us what she wants. So loves dressing up, looking nice and smelling good. And I don't really work out, so I'm just naturally skinny. You see, right now she's 23. Give her 2 years. Give it 2 years and let me ask you something if she's going to still be this skinny with the diet that she's got right now. Trust me, when a woman when a woman gives birth, she puts on probably maybe 20 to 30 kgs after birth. And that's just facts. That's just facts. She'll put on the weight. Once she gives birth, she'll put on the weight. Now, if she's starting off like this with that mentality of, I don't need to work out, I'm just perfectly, I'm just perfect the way I am. There's no room for self-improvement. This is the kind of person you're bringing into a relationship with, someone who does not acknowledge that they have flaws. Think about it, guys. Just think about this. What do you think is going to happen when you're going to tell this woman, I think you need to do A, B, and C because I don't think that this is right and that you need to change your behavior and do A, B, and C? What do you think is going to happen with her? And let's see this. So love dressing up, looking nice and smelling good. I don't really work out. I'm just naturally skinny. I'm not always here. My Instagram, if you're interested to know. And then, of course, on social media to let the rest of the world know what kind of a person she is by showing off her body and everything. And that's another red flag that you got to look out for, guys. You know, if she's out there showing the rest of the world what she looks like, yeah. All right, let's look at this one. So she is 23. 23, and she's a mother of 2 kids. Be aware, please. I need someone who is serious. This was the best. So, normally if you have one kid, right? If you've got one kid, then you can say, okay, maybe that was a mistake. I made a mistake. I was with the wrong guy. This guy ain't shit. He can't do anything for me. Yeah, fine. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have been with this dude. But you've got 2 kids now. 2 kids. That's a decision. That's a decision the both of you made. The both of you decided to bring in another person into this world. Those are 2 kids. 2. And then you decided this guy ain't shit. What's going to happen to the kids' lives? And this generation is bringing up kids without the proper family, without the man and the woman in the relationship together to raise the child. We're having so many single mothers out there what the hell is going on? What the freaking hell is going on? How are these kids going to be raised? What kind of kids are we talking about in the next 20, 30 years? What do you think these kids are going to be doing? They'll probably follow in their parents' footsteps, isn't it? So she's brought in two kids into the world, and now she's talking about, be aware, please. I need someone who is serious. Like, it just doesn't make any sense that you need someone serious now. It's completely unfathomable. I just don't get it. Doesn't make any freaking sense that you're looking for someone serious. What happened to the previous guy you were with? Wasn't he serious with you? I mean, having children should be deemed as something serious. So I need someone serious and ready to settle. So now let me ask you, men. You as a dude, you've worked. Let's say you have worked your ass off. You've finally gotten some assets. You've gotten a good career. You've got something good going for you. You're happy with your life, and you're now ready to find someone that you can share this life with, and of course, raise your own kids. And then you go on a dating app and you find a profile like this. I mean, what do you how many men do you think are going to be ready and willing to settle down with someone who's already had someone else's kids? But what's shocking is that she's got the courage to sit on a dating app like this and demand of all of these things. And it also got me thinking, the only reason someone would make a profile like this and be so confident that I don't care about my mistakes, you need to take me as I am, is because we've got so many simp men. So many men out there that have, yes, they have not been lucky, they've not been able to get, into relationships, and they've really suffered. And so they have really propped up the egos of most of these women by complimenting them, sending them likes, comments, and all that kind of nonsense. You look at most of the videos and content on social media of women, and look at how many men, thirsty men that have never even touched a woman, have gone there and commented and said, "Oh, I love your hair and your skirt looks amazing." What do you think is going to be doing to the egos of most of these women who've got 2 kids at 23? What do you think is going to happen to these women? They're going to feel like they've been put on a pedestal. They feel like they're untouchable, that anything and everything that they're doing is perfectly okay. It's justifiable. So they go ahead onto these dating apps and still looking for another person to be serious with. I mean, this is madness. Now she's talking about, I'm not here to have fun, because she's already had the fun, remember? She's already had the fun with the other guy, or two guys. Both of these kids could be from two different dudes. You have to remember that, folks. So now she's ready to settle down. I'm not here to have fun. I was having fun before. It was so much fun. I had two kids. Now I don't want to have fun. With you, I don't want to have fun. No, 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 no. The fun isn't supposed to be with you. The fun was with the other two guys when I was 18, 19. I was getting smashed all over the place. But now I want to be serious with you. I want to be serious with you, guys. Okay? So remember that. No hookups. No friends with benefits. Oh, she already knows of these terms. But now it's a no for you. Not for you. It's only for the previous guy. Kevo, Brayo, Joro. Those are the guys. Peter and the rest. These are the guys, the skinny dudes that probably don't have a job. 18-year-old men who've just got no value whatsoever. Probably just robbed a bank and just got out of prison the other day. That's the guy I want to have some fun with. But with you, the stable, hardworking dude who has been paying your taxes regularly, who's got a good job, who's climbing up the corporate ladder and building your assets. No. No fun for you. It's only fun for the people who've gotten out of prison, who've got some tattoos and skinny. Those are the guys that she wants to have fun with. But not with you. So I need someone who knows what he wants. Definitely. Someone who knows what he wants, mature enough. If you ask me what I do for a living, well, I hunt and kill aliens. I'm not making this stuff up, man. This is not like, I've not edited these pictures whatsoever, guys. This is a legit picture. This is how it is. This is her. Okay? This is not, I've not edited anything. This is what she looks like. Mother of two kids. She hunts and kills aliens. So, you've got all this baggage and emotional damage. What do you bring into the table again? Huh? What are you doing for me is the question I have to ask. It's messed up, man. It's really messed up. All right, this is the last one for the day, man. This one didn't even have an about me. She just had a picture that says, yeah, this is... Dude, 21 years old, and you're licking a door like this, and you're posting a profile picture like this. And what do you expect? What do you expect us to do? And then here's the messed up thing. She has the audacity to tell you no hookups. And she doesn't want meetups and hookups. She wants something serious. Does this look serious to you? You post a picture like this on a dating profile, looking like this, and you're talking about looking for a serious relationship, looking for someone to settle down with, huh? Maureen, thank you for checking out the channel. I don't know what happened. I tried to get you on the thingy. Oh, sorry. Let me just check my WhatsApp for a second. Let me see if I can get you on the call, because today's topic is just... Oh shit, you're already waiting for me to let you in. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me do that right now. Give me a second here. Oh my god, this is going to be hilarious. All right, give me a second, Maureen. Okay, Maureen, if you're watching this, I want you to try again. try again and try and see if you can join the meeting. I've checked into the meeting, so let me know if you can see it. All right, so she's okay. So she's joining. I've got a couple of questions for you, Maureen. I want you to help me clear out these questions, man. We gotta look at these. We gotta look at these profiles, and I want both of us to just go through these profiles, and you, as a woman, explain to me exactly what's going on, because this doesn't make any sense. Uh, all right, guys, give me a second here. Let's see what she has to say. Let's see if she'll be able to join. Uh, yes, the girl who's licking the door. Sab. Oh, and Sab is also checked into the channel. Fantastic, Sab. Hi, how are you doing? As you can see, you look at the stuff I'm talking about. I'm talking about today. Who am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a special guest who's going to be joining into the call. Actually, Sab, if you'd want to join, let me send you the link to the meeting. You can also join in, and you can give us your 2 cents as well. I think that would be fun. So we'll make it like a group chat. All right, give me a second here. Let me see if I can find the link to the meeting. Sab, if you can. What have you missed? Sab, don't freaking start with me, man. You're a perfect example of the women that I've just mentioned. Perfect example. So much for the support, man. Where the freaking hell is the link? Oh yeah, okay, sorry, I'd sent it to Maureen. So let me send it to you. Maybe you can join into the call and give us your 2 cents. All right. There's the meeting link. Sab. You were working. Oh yeah, of course. Okay. I've sent you the link. Join the meeting. It'll just be a voice call. It's okay. Maureen, you can also join as well. I want to hear from both of you guys. What do you guys think? Because I'm just looking at these are dating profiles I was looking at. Okay, these are dating profiles I was looking at, and don't worry, Sab, I won't show your face. This is the state of the country, man. I'll talk about this at a later stage. Sab, can you hear me?
Wait, hi. Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm good. Okay, so what are you talking about?
So today's
First of all,
sorry, what?
I'm late because I was working.
Yeah, of course you are. Yes. Okay, we'll also have another guest joining us, Maureen. Okay, so today's topic is the women that are posting themselves on social media and demanding to be treated like they're queens, yet we know very well that they have been with several men. They have been out partying, they've been out doing all the crazy nasty stuff, but now they're on the social media, they're on the dating apps and asking for so much, like they're so entitled, right? And it doesn't make any sense. So I want I want you to explain to me what is why are most women like this? Why do they feel like they deserve so much yet they don't bring anything to the table? Because none of these women can cook. None of them have even talked about cooking or cleaning or even helping out in the house, or what else can they do? Because when I look at a relationship, right? These are two people coming together to make each other's lives better. Does that make sense?
Bro, can I cut you there? Just wait. I think you're getting like too emo. These things,
Mm,
these relationship
mm,
uh ideologies that you're talking about only work for people like you, me, and many other out there
mm,
who are looking into genuine relationships, who want to invest their emotions into relationships,
mhm,
not people who just want to invest their physical body and take a relationship like a money minting machine or an ATM card.
mm.
And these women, all they do is look for guys and just want guys to spend on them. That's it.
But
They're
then,
not interested in your emotions for them or
yeah.
anything like that.
So, but then, don't you think that this is completely toxic? Like in the long run, when this you
Of
see,
course
like this
it's
profile
toxic.
here, right here, she's 22 years old. What do you think her life's going to be like when she hits 40, or not even 40, 30, 35 even?
She's not even going to recognize who the father of her children are.
Man, that just
She
messed
won't
up.
even know.
That is completely messed up. And
I mean, also, look, I don't want to be biased to anything, but you see, there are men out there who are like genuine and loyal and honest, but because of women like these,
mm,
everybody thinks that, oh no, it's the men. Because you see, even when these women do things like these, in the end they blame the men, right? So the men
mm,
the men, like, obviously they'd want to pamper, they'd want to spoil their women, do whatever the fuck they want to do for them. Sorry,
mm.
excuse my language, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
And then in the end, it's like, if they don't get enough money out of these men, it's like,
mm.
oh, the men don't love me. So their measurement for love is only about like how much money a man is willing to spend on the woman. Do you get my point? Like, not even like
Hmm. Hmm.
spend money in a wise way, like just very materialistic things.
So wait, okay. So are you saying that it's these women that are on this on the dating platforms that are now diverting married men away from their marriages, or
Yeah,
is that a different topic altogether? I think that is a different topic. But I'm just talking about the women
it
that
is a
are,
different topic,
yeah.
but
But
it's just
I'm
like
just talking about the women that are
they're
on
all
social
like,
media right now, the ones that are just looking for hookups. I mean, it's like this hookup culture that's going on.
catfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's just
You
messed
see, it
up.
all ends up into the same thing, right?
But
They
don't.
attract even married men, they attract single men, any
Mm.
man, any man who has money, basically.
So, and now here's the other point, because I had a conversation with another girl, and she was telling me that it's men's fault because they have money. That's why prostitution exists. That's why this hookup culture exists. And I'm thinking, yes and
Okay,
no.
let me ask you a simple question. Wait, let me ask you a simple question.
Mm,
Yes, to a point, right?
mhm,
But how much point? Out of 100, 20% yes? Okay. The rest of 80%, if you're a rich man, right? You're working, you're financially stable.
mm.
Are you going to be the reason other women are getting into this prostitution? Are you going to pay a woman to like hook up with her?
No, but the men who are at the top, they wouldn't even need to, because at that point, from my experience, is not only just my experience, but most men that I've seen that have escalated the corporate world and have started making big bucks, women just naturally gravitate to him, which is fine, which is perfectly okay. I understand that most women want to be with a man who is well off. Women will never look at a, I mean, even you, for a perfect example, you would never look at a person who is at your same level or below. Why would you want to hook up with or be with a person who's not at your level or below? It makes perfect sense, because you want to raise a family, you want to start a family, you want to be in a stable relationship. You'll always look for a person who's at the top of their game and is well off. But the
See,
problem I have with this is the the expectations that most women have of the kind of guy that they want is so high that even that 1% is it's almost impossible for them to get, because now you'll have a long list of, oh, this guy needs to do this, he needs to have this, he needs to be 6 foot tall, he needs to have a six pack, he needs to have a six-figure salary, so you have all these expectations. And like 90%, so the top 10% is the kind of men that you'd want, most women want, and then the remaining 80% are completely sexless, have never been in relationships before. And these are actual statistics, you know
Yeah.
so
But
it's,
look,
yeah,
again, you see, this topic is really, it's really big, okay?
of
We're
course.
just covering an area because you've just picked, like, say, you've just picked out one fish out of the sea, right? Out of the
Hmm.
many fishes.
Hmm.
That women like these are very different from, like, what they're looking for in a guy
Hmm.
is only money. They don't care about what a guy looks like, what his background
So
is,
then the
his family
question
background.
is,
They're not thinking about raising a family with these men. They're only thinking about hooking up, enjoying the moment,
right?
enjoying it while it lasts, and
Okay.
finished. And then, I mean, if they're hooking up with one man today, right
Mm,
now, say in the morning, in the afternoon they're with a different man, at night they're with a different man.
right.
So for them, these standards or these expectations don't even matter. The only thing that matters is the money. That's it. But for other women, see, there are also other women who are now looking for a family. They want to raise a family, right? And so,
Mm.
of course, financial will
But
also be
but
in
don't you?
the
Okay,
list.
that's a valid point. But don't you agree that over the years, with this hookup culture, that the number of women that actually do want to start a family are that those numbers are growing smaller and smaller every year?
Yeah, of course, because everyone's looking for a shortcut in life. Nobody
Exactly.
wants to
So
earn
the
money the
question,
hard way. All they want is money to be given to them.
okay, so how have we reached here as a generation? How have we reached here to the point where it's just about, we're treating relationships as fast food? Oh, let's just hook up and then move on, and cut the, oh, I think Maureen wants to join in as well. Let me see if I can add her into the call. 1 second here. Give me a second here. Oh no, I think she joined and left. Okay, no, never mind, sorry about that.
I don't know if I'd want to say that I'm going to blame, or I'm just putting out a point, right?
Mm,
That how we've reached this situation,
yeah.
probably, this is my point of view. Obviously, I can be very wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But what I feel is, you see, I think you see how the Indian society, women have always been told that women are supposed to look after the house and they're not supposed to go out and work, right?
Right.
Fair enough to a point. But there's some women who can't just sit at home and look after the house. They need to go out there and be independent.
Right.
Now, this thing probably has been passing on into
So now
generations, and
that's the
with
other
the time,
question.
ladies
Mm.
have been getting this. Just wait, please.
Okay,
Ladies
so
have been getting this thing in their head that, oh, we don't need to work. We can be worked for. We can be paid for. Like, what are the men doing out there? Aren't they working their asses off for us?
mm,
They're taking it to be in a totally different direction. Correct?
right, I guess. And but then thank you, Maureen, for joining. I think we'll have a conversation with you in a few minutes. Let me just finish the point that Sabrina is. I'm just gonna respond to that point that you've just made. So this whole process of telling the women to get into the workforce, don't you think that that has had a negative impact on society, and just a culture, and breaking up the family unit? Because it's like,
Not all. Look,
if we remove the woman from the household and send her out there to go and start working and bringing home money, then what,
mm,
it doesn't that override, I guess you can say, or supersede the responsibilities of the husband?
not
Sorry, Maureen,
really.
I'll
Like,
have to
see,
mute you for a second. Maureen, sorry, I think there's some background noise coming from your side.
you see, like how we say relationships work
Hmm.
as a partnership, right? Even marriage works as a partnership.
Hmm.
For example, if I'm married to somebody who's, say, equally in the same financial status that I am in, right? And
Right.
here we're looking to raise a family.
Hmm.
So we should, like, probably, maybe the thing that the relationships lack nowadays is communication and planning. This is something very important. It's not embarrassing to sit with your partner if that means taking a pen and paper, writing down what your goals are, how you guys want to raise the family, what you guys think of a future, how you think of your future when you have kids, how are the finances going to be sorted. If
Hmm.
that means both of you have to work equally, right, keeping egos aside,
Hmm.
keeping about like letting see
Yeah,
if
but
I am earning more than my husband or my husband is going to earn more than me.
right.
If we have to struggle, we're struggling together until and when the finances are okay, and then the lady can take a back seat while the man just goes out there and looks for the money.
Yeah,
Because
but there's nothing really like a
ultimately, it's
back
the
seat.
man.
I don't think
A
there's.
back
I
seat in the
have to
sense
disagree
that,
with you with
see,
the
like,
backseat thing. I don't think there's anything like a backseat. Yes, there. Okay, I kind of believe in the gender roles. It's more like there's also work that needs to be done at home, right? We're talking about taking care of the family. We're talking about raising the kids, making sure that the community
that's what
around
I'm
the kids
saying.
is also important. Mm.
Don't plan kids until and when you're financially settled. So if you're supposed to build a future, to have a family in the future, work
There
together
we go.
towards
Okay, so exactly.
towards
So
that.
now we're talking about being financially settled. So then why do most women always try and look for men who look good but aren't financially stable? We always find women hooking up with Kevo and Brio and all these kind of guys who have even broken out of prison,
I
right?
know that's the
So
mentality that
so exactly. So this is something that is a huge issue that we're dealing with right now, and then we end up with this hookup kind of culture. Uh, but yeah, I think I want to also give Maureen a chance to speak and say something. Let me just unmute her. I think she'll have to unmute herself. And sorry for the noise in the background from me, guys. I'm just having some neighbors doing some construction, and it's
we
crazy.
can't even hear anything.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. Maureen, I think if you want to unmute yourself and then you can say something and I guess you can say hi on the channel and yeah, and give us your take on the dating scene today and why women are being so promiscuous and having such high expectations of men.
Yeah, hi guys. It's nice to join you finally, and it's nice to be part of this topic. And I really give my heads up to Sabrina for protecting us. I mean, she's so nice in this topic, and it's
Hi,
really
Maureen.
going on well. And I love the vibe.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna mute myself for a second because I don't know. There's a lot of background noise. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I was literally just going through some profiles on a dating app. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but these are the kind of profiles I'm going through. You just see 23-year-old. Like this was the last one I was reading was this 23-year-old with two kids, and she's talking about be aware, please. I need someone who is serious and ready to settle down. And so my question to this woman was, you have two kids and now you want to settle down. That doesn't make any sense to me personally. So, Maureen, what do you have to
Okay, in
say to
her
this?
defense, maybe she's already she's already gone through what life has to offer, and maybe she thinks now it's time to settle down.
No, but
And
then the
maybe
question
out
I
here
have
she
is
didn't find
you've got two
anybody.
kids. No, but the question I have is you've got two kids. You've got two kids.
There's no problem with having two kids.
No, I'm not talking about the kids is not the problem. The problem is you had the two kids, but you dump the dude. You're back on a social app trying to look for
Yeah.
another relationship. That's the problem I have. Is okay. You have to understand women are the gatekeepers of sex. Sex does not happen without a woman's permission. Let's
You
let's
see,
just
also,
agree on
Asim,
that.
I'm glad if you brought this sexual aspect. Let's face it, women are more sexual than men are. It's the sad truth that most women aren't just like, I don't know if I should even say this. Probably other women on this channel are gonna hate me or something like that. But they just don't get satisfied with one partner. And this is a thing, like I was having this discussion even with a few friends of mine. They're married, but they're still looking for other partners outside of their marriage. And they have like multiple social media accounts, just the same thing that you're saying,
These are
but with not with their true identities.
you're talking about married women.
They're all in the same category to me, like for whatever is happening, to be honest. Fine, this
Holy
woman
shit.
is not married, she has two kids.
Holy shit.
Yeah, actually, Sabrina, I'm gonna back you up there. It's very true. It doesn't matter if they hate you or not. It's very true that we women, at times, we're not just for that one dude. And okay, it's not all about the sex or stuff, but maybe this man that you're with is not even satisfying you very well, not about the sex. Maybe you need to be in aspects of your relationship. Maybe you're not happy in that relationship. So
That's what
at
I'm
times
saying.
you
Like
can
right
just
now,
dump the
like
guy.
women are just putting like they're putting the women like these, right? The one that Asim is talking about. They're just putting these two things like on the top of their list: money, good looks, and sex. That's it. They don't give a shit about anything else. They're not emotionally or like mentally invested into these relationships. For them, it's a walk in and walk out thing. They're not looking for anything. So this is how they attract the man, actually, like saying, oh, I'm looking for somebody serious and I want to settle down. They're not.
Yeah,
You want
and
to settle down, you would have settled down with one of the guys that you gave birth with, your first or second child.
yeah,
I'm
and
sure
this
you
is
can't just
very true.
decide to like, have sex and bear a child with somebody who you're not even like sure you want to settle with.
Yeah, yeah,
So the
that
question
makes
is,
sense.
how have we ended up as a generation in this situation? How have we ended up like this? How have our women gotten so out of control? Is the question I have to. Is it social media? Is it that freedom on
Okay,
social media?
You can't
yeah,
really blame social media.
So then, what can we? Who can we? Someone has to take the fall for this. Who?
no, no,
What?
no. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. There's no way you will take yourself and create a profile in social media thinking that you'll find any serious thing from social media. I think all of those people are just there to find their like, and that's why they're like, hey, I'm not looking for love, I'm looking for fun, I'm looking for sex, I'm looking for someone who can take care of me. But there's no way I'll decide to be emotionally attached to someone that I just put on a profile on. What if I'm a catfish? How are you supposed to know that?
That's also true. So that brings me to another point. Then, is it that social media and our actual lives are so
Asim,
far
you can't
apart?
really blame like just one point
Okay.
to like pick out that like what this is the one point that made these women or made this generation get to where they are. There's so many different things that lead to this situation. Like,
Okay.
see, for example, these women who are catfishing other men aren't used to going out there and working hard, right? So it's a shortcut for them. I mean, maybe they're using their looks to like attract these men, right?
Oh
Some
yeah.
women want to like give sob stories out to these men, like attract them into their lives,
Yeah.
be here for me,
It,
or I
it
need somebody,
it's
I need this, I need that.
it's always the looks first. For men, it's the looks that come first, because men are very visual creatures. We tend to look at something first, and then we're attracted to that. But at the end of the day,
That's my point. Women are very emotional. Even for a woman to like decide to have sex with somebody, even if they're saying it's just no attachments, like no strings attached, but there is a percentage of emotion attached there. No woman will just sleep with a man if there's no emotion involved. But then now they've
Yeah,
just twisted the whole
yeah,
thing and made it like, oh, it's a fun thing to do. Like, yeah, these men are stupid. They'll just fall for our traps and things. They usually say a woman can either break you or make you.
uh,
yeah, okay. If it's all about the looks for the men, then it's all about the money for us women. Because if you're up for looks, why won't I go to social media and find a hot girl's picture and catfish with it and hustle you out? In fact, that's a very good hustle. Could you imagine? I'm just here in my bed with my internet,
okay,
with
one
somebody's picture, and
exactly. And now here's the other messed up thing, and the reason why this is happening is because most of these men are not able to even average looking men are not even able to get into a relationship with most women in the real world, because most, and I'm sorry I'm bringing this back to women, because most women's expectations of what they want in a man is so high that even the average woman wouldn't be with an average man. She would want to be with the top 10%, top 3%. She would never look at someone who's an average. Like, let's look at me, for instance, right? I'm just an average looking dude. 5, 10 years ago, I wasn't making shit. Not even a single woman would even bother looking at me, right? They wouldn't even bother. And it's like this with most men. So what ends up happening is these men, the only option that they have left is to get on social media and at least try and have a connection with most of these women that are there catfishing them. and so they send out money to these women, and it's a vicious cycle that keeps on going. And what do you think these women are feeling? Oh, like shit, I've hustled this dude. I've made all this money out of this loser dude that I'll never meet in person, you know?
Yeah.
And then their
Yeah,
their
that's
their
very
egos are
true.
just, yeah, their
Exactly.
egos are
That's
just
the
getting
wrong perspective.
propped
That's
up.
why I'm saying these women are only looking for shortcut to look for money. That's it. They're just desperate women who want money.
Yeah, and there's no problem with using shortcuts to get money. That's my point of view.
No, I
There's
think that's a wrong.
I don't agree with that, Maureen.
Yeah,
I don't agree with
me
that at
neither.
all, man.
No, it doesn't matter whether you're girl or not.
And the
Like if there's a way that I can make money out of my comfort zone, why not?
no,
Why should I
but
not go
then
for
so
it?
so you're
I mean,
saying, okay, hang on a
So
second.
that
This
means,
holy
sorry, can
shit.
I be a bit
Oh,
hard? Maybe, I don't know if I
yeah,
might
so
sound
yeah,
rude or
Sab,
out of
maybe you want to say something. Okay, go for it.
behavior. Yeah, I really want to say
yeah, go
something.
ahead, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Maureen. No hard feelings. But okay, so my question is, you're saying like, fine, it's nothing wrong in making money with the shortcut, right? So does prostitution exist because these women feel like there's nothing wrong selling their bodies out there to make money?
No. That's very different. That's a very different type of.
It's the same thought that yeah, everything is allowed,
Yeah,
like
it is the same
anything is
thing.
allowed to
Exactly.
make
You
money.
you
Yeah,
No,
made a
I'm
valid
speaking
point.
about social media, not something to do with that,
No, but
like
then what's the difference
personal.
between that and what's the difference
it's
between
the same thing.
what you just
People also
said and
sell their
prostitution
bodies
then?
on social media. Yeah, like they'll have video chats showing off their body, maybe covering their face or
Yeah,
sending pictures, nude pictures, and things like that. So that's also very valid and the easiest shortcut. Because I mean, look, like Asim said, men are visual creatures, right? All they want to see is boobs and pussies. I mean, if I may want to elaborate things, correct? So
yeah,
if they're getting that sitting in the house from the comfort of their bedroom or wherever they are, they will go for it. Why not? And if these women think that yeah, this is the easiest way and the best shortcut to make money, they'll do it.
exactly.
Yeah,
How many
sure.
women do we know do it?
Yeah, so how is that different from prostitution then?
It's not different. It's the same thing. Now
Okay,
that's
it's
virtual
kind of
prostitution and this is
50-50.
physical prostitution.
Wow. I
It's
mean,
kind of 50-50. It's not like you see someone who is like on a screen making these shows is very different from someone who's out there looking for the real thing. So I can't really call it prostitution, but it's kind of 50-50 to me.
okay, so let me ask you a question. You've heard of OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and you know what women on OnlyFans do?
No.
So it's the same thing. Like they're making videos. It's not even pictures anymore. It's a live stream. It's like the way I'm doing a live stream. They're doing
Yeah.
live streams of just posing naked, and people subscribe to these channels, like pay monthly subscriptions to these women,
No
and all they
freaking
do,
way.
yes, I'm serious. Go and check it out. Go and check out what OnlyFans is. I was shocked when I heard what OnlyFans is. It's like
You mean
Twitch.
you've never known?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, let me tell you, let me shock you. One thing here in Kenya, okay, I'm Kenyan, guys. Here in Kenya, one thing that has led to our top celebrities and top social media, what do you call them? These people that has so many followers and stuff. It's through
Like
this
the
thing,
socialites and
especially the
stuff.
girls. Like example, we have the types of Shakira, the types of Vera Sidika. I mean, go out for them. They all started like this only fun stuffs, and that's why you get to see them there on top, and they have a really bad background. But when you check on the other side, these people are making it in life, and like
No,
us
but
who
then
just down
no,
here.
but hang on a second. When you say making it in life as a woman,
Yeah.
don't you think how is that making it in life? You as a woman, you've posted your naked body all on the internet for people to watch and see. How is that?
So
And you've
you
made some
see,
money off of that.
this
How have you
mentality,
made
this
it?
is
How
what
have you
has
made?
given you an answer to your question. As in, this is how we reached this situation.
Holy
It's the
shit!
mentality that yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay to make money however, anyhow. That
Because
And
is wrong.
because my question,
Like, look, I'm not sympathizing with prostitutes. I'm not siding them. I'm not saying anything against them. They could have chosen something to do better. Start
yeah,
small, make mandazis from your house and sell them. Five bob. It's okay. That's how you start, right?
mm,
Why do you
yeah.
just want to get into this thing? Because then they get used to it, right?
holy
That
shit!
oh no,
Yeah,
this is
very
they
true.
don't want to work hard again. making my point clear. They don't want to work hard. All of
That
us,
is
all
true.
women, don't get things in a plate ready for us. Asim, you know I'm an example of that. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, man, man,
Know how
man.
and when you're supposed to struggle. Struggle for it, dude. Nobody's gonna come and pay your bills for you. But now they think that because you see, it's also how the society works. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that it's wrong when people say that men are the ones who are supposed to work. Even
Mm.
it's okay. I go a bit religiously, right?
No, but
Even in
okay, me coming.
Islam, they say
Sorry to cut you off
women
there for
are
a second. Sorry to cut you off there for a second, but I feel I'm coming from the older time. I'm coming from the I've seen the previous generations. It's always been the man's role to provide, protect, and
that's what
provide the
I'm saying.
family.
I was going to
So,
like
but we're moving away
add to
from
your
that.
point.
We're giving that role to women now, which I personally feel is wrong.
Okay, okay, it's okay with how you feel, but now look at it. There's no way I'm going to like. Okay, let's not speak of show orphans and stuff. There's no way I'm going to date you or example. You just oh sorry for that. You just be my husband maybe, and not expect for you to pay my bills, to pay for my hair, to pay for my upkeep, buy me new clothes and stuff,
Hmm.
and yet you're the man who is there for me. You're the man that okay, we can even call that if it's not written down that you people are married, so you have rights on each other. Boyfriend to girlfriend, that is also another level of prostitution. Maybe it's another level of prostitution because I'm going to visit you at your place, knowing very well I'm coming to, let's say, just have sex with you.
Hmm.
And with my in my mind, I'm like,
No,
okay, when I'm done, you're going to give me money
but
for
okay, but
Uber,
let me stop
money
you
for
there.
lunch,
Yeah,
money for
I get that.
what's that? Literally, what's that?
Okay, I get that. I get that. But let me ask you something. Isn't it
Mhm.
the woman who consents to having sex? Because for
Exactly.
men,
It's not like
men
they
are
can
always ready.
force.
Men are always ready to have sex. It's the woman who says, "Okay, you know what? I'll give you permission." Because if the woman doesn't give you permission, then that's rape at that point.
Yeah, huh?
So
Correct.
let's agree with that first. So then why are women just saying if they know very well? I've had conversations with women that have told me, "Oh, I went to this guy's place. He invited me over. I didn't know what was going to happen." No, you knew very well what was going to happen. You
Okay. I
knew,
know what
but
you
you
mean.
still went. And then you start blaming the dude. Oh, he pushed himself on me. Why did you go to his house then? At that point, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you can't go to a dude's place expecting for just movies and popcorns.
Yeah, there's nothing like that, man. So if you know
Yeah.
what men's intentions are, if you know it, then why would you go and
Dude, a
consent?
woman's mind works too fast and very
So
smart.
does it come down to your emotions then? What are you feeling in the moment?
Mhm.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, this is a wide,
But
this is a
but
big
you
topic.
you also need to understand that it's not only the men who have needs. Example, I'm a girl here and maybe I want to, and I have a boyfriend somewhere. I'll just
Hmm.
go there expecting for everything to go down, you know. And
I'm not
the
against
problem
that.
is I won't just
You see,
expect for
Maureen, it's not
yeah
that okay, it's see, it this is how men and women were created, right? Sexual
yeah
needs
very
is
true,
also part of life. You can't ignore that, correct? But
Hmm.
then
very true.
these women who take it to be, it's like sexual needs have become a business to them. It's not anymore about your like bodily physical needs.
Very
It's
true.
become
Yeah,
a financial need now. So
Hmm.
they
yeah,
see the
yeah.
easiest ways. Oh yeah, I can go sleep with somebody and he'll just pay me money. And he needs to pay me money because I'm offering him a sexual service. That's what the
Mhm.
mentality has become.
Yeah,
Very true. Very true. That's very true.
yeah. It's
I
just
mean,
That's
like
the
messed up.
you're
problem
saying, boyfriend
today.
and girlfriend is prostitution as well.
Yeah,
You're saying
but
that
in fact,
if
we
no,
can
let me
just break
can I
them
make
down.
a point and then you can correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay,
right?
one, yeah.
This is what I can
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
sure,
it.
sure.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that okay, so you're saying I have a boyfriend, I'm going to his house and he's going to pay me transport, make me lunch, blah blah blah. But I'm
Yeah.
married, I'm having sex with my husband. Isn't he providing for my lunch as well? It's the same thing,
Hmm.
right? He's bringing in the money. That money is what is being used to cook lunch in the house.
Yeah.
He's paying
Well,
me to
at
go look
least,
good, go to the parlor, do this, do that. It's the same thing, bro. Like these are parallel things that are
but
alike,
at least in
but are just
marriage, it
not
is
one meeting at
registered.
any
It is
point.
official.
I don't think these are just labels.
That's a
Okay,
very valid
you
point.
can't just decide to settle
Yeah.
for one person
Yeah,
like
so
in
yeah, so
marriage.
what's wrong and so what's wrong and yeah, so Maureen, that's a good question for you then. What's wrong in settling with one person and you know that this person is going to take care of you?
Exactly.
Okay, if it's going to take care of me, it depends. Did I go there for love or did I go there for what I'm going to get from him?
But why is it always about what
That's
you're
the
going to get?
thing. Emotion lacks with
So
these women
here
nowadays.
here's
They're
the
not
question.
going to
Okay, here's
emotionally
the other
grow.
Yeah,
question.
just as Sabrina said, nowadays there's nothing like emotional attachment. It's all
There
about
is.
what
There's
am I
no.
getting back?
Oh my God, no, that is such
That's
a wrong
oh shit.
perspective to
I think
think
that's the
about
mistake.
things.
I think that's where the problem
Yeah,
is now. It's about selfish needs. It's not about what
Yeah,
can I
exactly.
yeah,
put
very
in.
true. Same applies to the guys. Same really applies to the guys. Why would you go for the girl with the good looks or for the girl with maybe a stable
You know
career
why?
or
I've actually come to, I've gone through this situation, being
uh-huh.
rejected for not looking good enough for a man.
Yeah.
You know why
Yeah.
I feel men, as much as they show that they're supposed to be like, they're very brave and they're very strong, they're the most insecure creatures on this earth. More than women,
Mm-hmm.
men are insecure. Like you'd be, say, for example, you'd know somebody who's a man who is very good looking, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
he's so insecure about himself, like he himself does not feel that he's good enough. Maybe that's why he can't get a good enough woman. Do you get the point?
I, I,
Yeah, very
I,
true.
And then
I
they
don't
start
really agree with
pushing.
that. Okay, let me ask you, Sab. Sorry to cut you off there for a second, but do you think that this guy has never been rejected in his life?
That's what I'm saying.
How
That's
many
where it
times
all
do you think a
comes from,
man has
right?
been rejected compared to a woman? The number
No,
of
So
a lot
many
rejections a
of
man
times.
has
guys have
gotten.
never been rejected.
So
A
many
lot of
times.
guys have never been.
Whoa. Oh, you're saying
Dude,
guys have never
do
been
you know,
rejected?
Maureen, men get rejected mostly because of their financial status.
Yeah, but not because of their looks and stuff,
They
just because
do.
of their financial
It's also the
status.
looks.
Some women
It's
have it
almost
in their
every
head
aspect.
that, yeah, that, oh, we're like some princesses coming up from I don't know where, so we need a man who can match our looks, which is okay. But there's sometimes there's some things that
Mm-hmm.
you can't really, like they say, you can't really have everything in a person. So I guess if they can't have a financially stable woman, they'll have a good looking woman who can sit in the house, look after the house while this guy goes
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, with those cute kids, right?
Sorry,
They
wait.
just want,
Sorry, just
they
repeat
just
that, Maureen.
want. Oh, okay. Like a man, you want to go for a woman who is not financial stable. That if that woman you
No,
want to
men
be
don't care
providing
about your
something
financial
else.
stability. Men don't
No,
care about your
no, no. Wait,
financial
wait. I'm
stability.
getting to my point.
Okay, okay.
If this girl would be bringing something in the table, at least let her beauty come in. The beauty will give the dude some cute kids and maybe some smart kids, you know.
But that's the thing he's saying. Men are virtual creatures. The only thing they look at a woman is looks.
Yeah, the looks and maybe the shape and stuff.
Yeah, because
And
everything
why do they
else.
have to judge us? Why do you guys have to judge us when we also decide to look for the financial stability?
Wait, why? Sorry, just repeat that question.
Why do you guys have to judge women when a woman decides, okay, I'm going for a man because he's stable, I'm going for a man because he can take care of me?
Because
No,
And
these
yet,
women are turning this into business. They're not looking into a man's financial situation. They're looking into a man's financial situation just for that point,
no, I
so that
yeah.
this man can provide for her needs. Once she's done with this guy, she'll make another profile, entice another man, trap him, do the same thing, and the cycle just goes on and on
The
and on.
yes, and the other
oh
reason why
God.
most of these women are being rejected, even if they are
Mm-hmm.
looking, yes, even if you are genuinely looking for someone who can provide for your needs, fine, that's good for you. But the question that men have is, what are you then doing for us then, right? What are you doing for the man? Like, let's say you are looking for someone who's really well off, he's making six figures, he's good looking, whatever. Fine, that's okay, that's very good for you, and you should be looking for such a guy as a woman. But the question that most of these men are asking is, fine, if I bring you into my life, what do you do for me? And then that's where most women go silent.
Yeah, yeah, very
Because
true. I also
you
went
know what, the
silent.
answer is right to this question. If that's what a man is asking, like, right, I'm bringing in everything for you, financial stability, right? A
Yeah.
chance to raise a family. probably all a man wants is the loyalty and honesty from that woman, which he's not going to get
Mm.
Yeah,
because these
very
women
true.
can't just stick
Because
to one man.
yeah, it's true.
Oh man, this topic is
Asim, is that
crazy.
what you look for from a woman?
I think
If
I
you're
think we
providing everything
I
to
think
her,
we're gonna cut off the
what is
session.
the one thing? No,
I don't.
you invited
And
this for yourself.
Okay, let's
Can
let's
you
have
just
let's talk on two more points and maybe one more point, and then we can call it a session. This session is really prolonged. Okay, what was the last question that you have, Sab or Maureen, whatever?
okay, you can go ahead ask.
I think Sab, you were saying something.
Oh yeah.
can I just okay, yeah, so I was saying, right? Like what you as a man, correct? You're financially stable. You would want a woman like this would approach you. What is the one thing you'd want from her?
Loyalty.
I think I mentioned this. Yes, that's a good point. There's only three reasons men, biologically speaking, would need to be with a woman. Okay, the first is obviously the sex. The second is
Obviously.
companionship.
Companionship.
Companionship is something even that you can get from a pet. Someone that you can just talk to, hang out with, go and do social activities with. So companionship, and then of course the third thing is kids, to raise a
Ah,
family and to carry on your generation. Obviously, for a man, he's looking to build his career, accumulate assets, buy
Mm.
houses, and so that he can fill these houses with his kids, and he wants to pass on these assets and everything to the next generation. That's the only three main reasons why a man would want to be with a woman. So so if she can satisfy these three things for me, that's all I need.
okay, okay, and that's where you find girls who are like looking for this stuff. Like right now, if you tell me all you need from me is the sex, the kids, and the companionship, why wouldn't I do that for you? Who can't do that? Any woman can do that. For the sake of my life will be
That is
stable. Why
what
can't
we
I
were
give you kids?
created for. That is what women were created for, and men were created for whatever he's saying. That you see, he believes in like gender roles, which is
Uh-huh.
true, correct? But
Yeah.
you see now, there are women also coming repeating my point. There are women who can't just sit at home. They have to work because maybe they're the only source that can provide food to their family, correct? But
Yeah.
then these women have their struggles, okay? Then there are other women on these dating sites who would be like, oh, these women are like working so hard. These other dating site women are turning this into business and pleasure, correct? They don't know why these women were maybe introduced into the workforce. It's because they need to earn for their family. They don't have anybody else going to earn for them until maybe they're married to somebody who is financially
So
stable or something like
wouldn't
that.
it be wise for them to just get married off and find the right partner early off for them? Because
Okay,
Yeah,
at
that
because
least
makes
that's
sense.
also
number
another
one,
good
yes.
point. That's another good point. Sorry to cut both of you guys off, but here's another good point. Isn't it wise
Uh-huh.
for a woman to get married off earlier with the right partner if she's able, because at 18, 19, 20, 21, they're at their peak. Okay, for a woman, she's never going to look better than those years. After that, it's just a slow decline. But at that point, if she's got the power and she's able to select the right man, if she makes the right decisions to find the right guy and settle down with him at that age, rather than get on a social media app or dating app, go through multiple men, and then maybe at 35, she's like, oh, all right, now I want to settle
That's
down.
another thing. Some women are confused. They can't decide that are they looking to settle with this
So is
man
it
to
is
raise
it
a
that they've been
family? Or
raised
they,
badly then? So it comes down to their parents then, maybe. Are
I
they kids
guess it
from
comes
single
down to
parents?
parenting then. Yeah.
Okay, at times I'd say about your point, why can't you just marry them off? Okay, I'd prefer you be out there just to date them, like you be like I was with this guy for 1 year, I didn't work out, so I stepped out maybe with one kid. I went to the next guy, it didn't work out.
That's the
That's much
thing. People are
better
looking for
than
shortcuts. Sit down and
yeah,
work on your relationship. Why is it not working out? Find out where the problem is. Come to a
yeah, then
discussion.
get
Come to an
yeah,
So it
understanding.
all
then
comes down
get
to putting in the
married.
work.
Listen, listen,
Yeah.
listen, listen. It's much worse to get married at 18. You stay with the dude for like 2 years. You realize it didn't work out. That's a divorce, official. You're a divorce. And then you go to the next. It isn't also working out. Divorce. Next, not working out. Divorce. What's the thing of being like divorced before you're 30? 5 times. Why can't you just date them, jumble them up until you finally find that one person that you can
No,
settle
that's a wrong.
Okay, let
I
me let
think
me
that's a
okay, let
wrong
me ask you, Maureen.
approach.
Let me ask you, Maureen. Do you
Okay, go
not
ahead.
believe that a woman at 18, 19, and 20 can get any man that she wants?
A girl at 18 has still not yet experienced what life is. Maybe her mindset is quite low about men, and by the time
So
she goes for,
so
okay,
is
you
it
tell me.
is it that she's not raised well, or she's not brought up well with a
Yeah,
good
she's
father
raised
figure
well.
maybe?
Yeah, she's raised well, but remember, not all men are the same. Like example, she'd see this from the men, like her brothers and the father. He'd suppose, oh, men are good, and by the time he gets to, okay, so this is the dude that is going to marry me, and he gets there, and by the time they're in the marriage, she realizes, no, this is not what I was expecting. So she only has to stay there and live with it, be unhappy for the rest of her life, or walk out from that marriage. That is why I think no, you first have to give a girl time to evaluate these guys and decide which is which and at the right age. For Christ's sake, you can't be married at 18. That's like no 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 no
Okay,
no.
not 18. Let's say 19, 20. Then let's say 20 then. Okay, here's another question then I have for you then. Are you saying that women at that age are poor at making the right decision to who to settle down with, and that they should leave that decision to their parents maybe? Like they used to do it in the old
Okay,
days, in the old days.
okay. Okay, it's not that they're poor. Our mindsets are very different. You can get someone at 19 is very mature than a person at 27.
I mean,
So
yes,
it
women
doesn't,
women do biologically mature faster than men, yes.
yeah, yeah, very true. And that is why it's not all about their mindset or stuff. And for a girl, you can't leave a decision to your parent to decide who's going to marry you. Okay, it can be positive because your parent maybe knows what's best for you, but is what your parent thinking is best for you really?
But
At
now,
times it doesn't
and
happen.
then
Like,
yeah, that also then leads to another question: is if she's raised by a single mom, or she's raised with no parents to guide her, then what kind of decision do you think she's going to make?
okay, being raised by a single parent brings up difficult
Yeah,
by the time
exactly.
you want to settle down for marriage because you're like, even if I get married, if my months didn't work out, how am I sure mine's going to work out?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you grew up looking up to your father, like you're like, oh, my dad is the best, and then one day from the blue moon, your dad never shows up that door, your dad never comes back home, or your dad decides to do something bad that will end the marriage. So you'll be like, your mindset will be like, oh
yeah,
God, all men are dogs. Sorry to say that,
yeah.
but you see that will bring a difficult decision when this girl is ready for marriage in future. So I think being raised by separated parents, it's quite a challenge. Speaking
That
from
is so true.
experience.
That is absolutely so true. Well, I guess
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this topic is huge. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. I mean, it has been an absolute pleasure having the both
Oh,
of you
I'm
here.
enjoying giving you pointers, Asim. This topic is huge, but
Okay.
I think it's something valid to speak about this because honestly, women are always ready to blame the men, correct? I'm not siding men,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
is how
What's
this
wrong with
always
blaming
has
the
been.
men?
They don't want to look at them being a reason to the actual problem.
Yeah, huh?
So taking responsibility, not having not being able to be raised by both parents, or lack of responsibility by the father being in the family to raise the kids as well is also another
You
issue.
see,
So
yeah, like having a
Yeah.
male point of view in raising your kid is very important. Like for
yeah,
example, this woman on the side, right? Probably she was also raised by her mother would probably be the same as she is, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
There
huh?
was no man to guide her that no, this is not the right thing to do, correct? We
Yeah,
men
yeah.
don't look for these things, look for that thing. There's no control.
Yeah, and also there's also this other thing where parents just have to stick together because they have kids and yet they're not happy together. They forget that these kids are also seeing what's going on. So some kids end up giving up in marriage just because of one poor decision their parents decided to make. They saw this is not working out, and they decided, oh, we won't walk out because we have kids. And they ended up setting bad examples to their kids. What will make their kids believe in marriage if they saw very well that their parents' marriage
So
never
then
worked out?
you
It
see
was never
again
a happy
parenting
marriage.
skills. You don't want to fight in front of your kids because you don't want to set a bad example to
Oh,
them. You
tell
don't want
that
them
to
to start
Kenya.
doing the
Tell
same
that
thing.
to Kenyan parents. Tell that to Kenyan parents.
Oh man, this is so valid, man. Shit. Okay, guys, I don't want to keep the show on for too long, but man, you guys have made amazing points. Thank you guys for having this discussion with me. This has been an absolute pleasure, and I hope we can definitely do this again. I think I will come prepared with actual figures and statistics next time, so I can dump them on your face and be like, "Yeah, this is how it is, bitches." So, but thank you guys so
But then
much for
again, if you
everything.
don't make this a reason to like vent out your whole anger, and these other men starting to say, "Oh yeah, so now these two women, especially with me, the way I keep saying that, yeah, no, men are right. It's women who are the problem." But you see, I have valid points of why I feel some women are the problem actually. Like this woman on the dating site is going to instill the same values into her daughter that
Yeah,
she's going
very
to
true.
be
Exactly,
losing.
exactly. So exactly.
You
So
get the point. He'll not
yeah.
tell her that you don't need to work hard. I mean, you can go sell your body, you'll get the money. That's
In
wrong.
fact, I was
No,
very
that's
sad
wrong.
one day. I was following this social media girl who's very talky in Kenya, and I was so shocked by her saying that her mother is the manager of her shows. Oh my God! Like, how would you let your daughter go live streaming naked, and you're like, I'm the
Women are the
manager?
problem.
Oh my God, that is so bad.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. I will definitely plan an actual session. Both of you guys can be here, or one of you, or whatever. We'll have a one-to-one. And there's so many topics that I want to discuss. But thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.
Yeah, it
See
was
you.
fun
Nice to
being
meet you,
here.
Noreen.
Nice to meet you too. It was
Nice,
amazing
nice.
knowing you, and you have
Good
some
stuff.
nice points. Yeah.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Good stuff. Thanks, guys. All right, let me end the call now.
Bye,
Yeah, sure.
Pooh.
Bye, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Man, today's session has been freaking lit. Man, we've raised some really amazing topics, amazing points. These guys have just come in and we've just had this amazing discussion. For those of you that missed out, well, you missed out, then too bad. I can't there's nothing much I can say. Thank you guys for checking out the channel, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Chill Out Records.